Hi there, Dolly and Minnie friends. I'm so happy that you're here today. I just have a quick little video of some things I wanted to share today, but thank you all so much for your great comments about my shelves in the nursery. If you didn't see that video, I'll link it here so you can pop over and see that and see all the struggle that I had. And I really appreciate hearing how you all have similar struggles. I know you do. Well, I went to a little estate sale last weekend and there weren't very many things there, but there was like a whole craft area. So don't neglect garage sales and estate sales. There's usually huge crafting areas and there's so much stuff they want to just give it away. So all the things I'm going to show you I got for a total of $6. Wow. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this really great wrapping paper, which can make fun wallpaper. Now, I don't know about you, but I love seeing big out-of-scale wallpaper in vintage dolls houses. Do you like that? There's something about, especially a small doll's house with some oversized prints or florals on the wall. I like the way that looks. I don't know, it's just that was happening a lot of times back in the day, and I like it. So I went ahead and picked these up. I had been looking at some online that said they were from the 40s. These are not from the 40s. These are from the 90s. But the ones I was looking at had a similar type of floral pattern, and they want $40 for, I think, 2 pieces like this. Anyway, if not, you could cut it out and use it for other things, or use part of it and then put something else on top of that. So many possibilities. Anyway, so I picked those up, and then look at this. These are some vintage pipe cleaners, probably from the 60s. Yeah, Dill's pipe cleaners. These are real pipe cleaners bought at probably a tobacco store where you could clean your pipes. So I just had to get these. You know, it's really great if you can pick up vintage crafting pieces, because if you're working on something vintage or antique, it gives it a little more authenticity. So these are pretty thin and small, so I really like that. So I'll be able to use them for something. They could make a little cord on the floor. They could, you could use it as, you know, a stand for something, make a little lamp out of it. There's so many possibilities. Anyway, I got these 2. And these I thought were really cool. Yeah, I opened them because I wanted to see what they were like. They're copper labels. Oops, there you go. They're copper labels, but the copper is so thin, it would be easy to cut and use for something. You know, you could create burners for a stove or oven. You could, what else could you do? You could create a light switch plate. You could create an electrical plug. You know, there's just tons of possibilities. I was actually even thinking if I cut it, I could create some kind of lampshade out of it. That might be kind of cool. But it came with this embossing tool. So you could put it against something and rub it and get a pattern on top, or you could write something in here. I think they were just meant for, you know, your plants. This one I was trying to do something and it didn't work, but let's see if we can get it to work. Yeah, you can see I wrote dot there, and then it's on the other side too. Anyway, they're thicker than aluminum foil, and I thought I could use those for something. I'll have to wait until the idea comes to me. If you have any great ideas for these things, please leave your idea in the comment. What would you use it for? Or the pipe cleaners, or the wrapping paper. And then this little container probably had Band-Aids or something in it. But there's some nail art in here, which I actually don't have very much of. I have some teeny tiny little caviar beads that I guess when I bought them I didn't realize how tiny they really were, but these would be a little more usable, I think. You know, they make nice little detail if you're making something like luggage or a purse, or you could use them for all kinds of things. You could put a bunch of them together and make a little chandelier or lamp. You could use them for buttons on clothing. And then along those lines, there was this container. I guess it actually was part of nail art. And these are most of the pieces in here. Let me just take one out. And I don't think any of these had been used, maybe a couple. But these are all different sizes and metallic colors of these. I don't know what you would call them. So you could certainly use the prongs and poke them into something that's soft, like clay. You could do something with your polymer clay. Or you could fold the ends in and use it as a cap for something. So there's just a lot of possibilities with these. And here's some more. They're all different sizes and colors. Here's some really tiny ones. Yeah, you could even use it for a little, you know, picture frame if you wanted to, or put something on top of here. Lots of different things. These have all different jewel colors. So really cool. And then in this part here, there were a couple earring backs, clip-on earring backs that can be used for different things. And then these kind here that can be used for things like, yeah, so I got that too. Now this, look at this stuff. And I looked this up online, and I think it actually said it was from the 1960s or 70s, that this actual packaging for this celluclay. Have you ever heard of that? I had never heard of it because I've never had occasion to use anything like this. This company is still in existence. I got this little blurb right off their website, of which I'll leave a link in the description. They were established in 1959. So yeah, it gives you the instructions of how to use it. It's all ready. It's just like pulp. And then you reconstitute it and you use it like clay, which I thought would be really fun. And let me know if you've ever used something like this before. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen people online make their own using rolls of toilet paper and stuff like that. And I'm kicking myself because there were actually 2 of these. It's a 1-pound package and I only bought one because I've never used it before, so I wasn't sure. But I'm actually kind of excited to use it, but I need to think about what I want to do. And I'm wondering if I'll be able to just break off a little bit and mix it. I'm not sure. I think it says it lasts. Does it tell you how? It says it lasts in the refrigerator for 2 weeks or more. I'm not sure what or more, how long that would be, but we'll keep it room temperature for several days. So I kind of want to have a plan when I use it. Yeah, so you can use palette knives, but you can use all different, just like you would clay to use it, to do it. So I'm thinking it'll be similar to my air dry clay. Not sure. And you can actually accelerate the drying by putting it in an oven between 150 and 350. 350 seems pretty high since that's what I cooked my dinner on tonight. But, yeah, or you can put it in a heated room or out in the sun. Finish with any kind of paint and varnish glaze. So I think this will be fun to try this out. This is the last thing I have here. It's just this little package of lacy trims. And these were more trims than pieces of lace. So I thought I would like that. So these are nice for if you make, you know, furniture. You can use these things as trims. You can cut them off, use them as trims on clothing. You can cut pieces of it. This is what I was trying to emboss on that copper, but it didn't really work out. But I suspect it's just a little bit too soft. So there's this one, which is a nice long piece. And then this is more like a lacy trim. So this would be, oh, it's dirty. This would be pretty on, you know, a bed or a couch, something like that. You could use it for really anything, clothing, a skirt. This is a really long piece. It does need to be cleaned. Easy to clean these, just put them in a bowl of soapy water. All right, and then this is a really long piece of this flowery trim here, which I really liked. You can, you know, use it on ends of curtains, so many different things. I haven't even started on that type of doll housing yet. So I am really looking forward to adding some details to my rooms. And then this one was good. It had a little bit of beading. It's just little plastic pearl beads. And these are not old or antique or anything like that. Oh, and I wanted to show you these because my cousin at the same time had bought some ribbon at Joann's where they were having a clearance sale, and she gave me some cuts of that. So I really liked this one with the blue. I thought that would be fun for something. Yeah, I really like this. I'm always drawn to a little rick-rack style. And then this one, which I love, little sofas that are trimmed in the little pom-poms. I just love those. Let me know in the comments if you have a miniature sofa that's trimmed in little pom-poms or tassels. I love that. And any of these things can be easily colored or dyed. As for me, I would probably just stick these in, you know, a cup of coffee or tea and let them soak for a while just to give them a little bit of aging. You can also age them as you go with some diluted paint. There's lots of different ways that you can do it, or you can actually use ink dyes and things like that. I've never done anything like that, so I don't know. So that is it. That is everything that I got. Yeah, I got all these little things for $6, and I'm just waiting for the ideas to come. So feel free to inspire me with your comments. And don't forget to come back and visit me next time in the doll cupboard. Oh, here comes my family. And then lay them out to dry.
You gotta have a conversation talk with me, is that right? That's what it's for. Huh?
Yes, I was.
What are you doing?
Can you hand me that box of Kleenex?
That's
Because
right,
my nose
Mom.
is
Am I
just
cooking
dripping.
chicken and rice, Mom?
What, honey?
Am I cooking chicken and rice?
No, the rice you have to heat up. It's done. But I am so sorry about that. My family came home. They're always coming home.